This pair of figures over here, Korone and Okayu from Hololive under the Pop-Up Parade series of affordable figures, they are pretty disappointing, and I made it very clear in my recent review for both figures. And the only thing that is more disappointing in recent memory compared to these two figures over here is probably my parents' disappointment in me.
正直それを言われると耳が痛い。
Hello and welcome to Exco Garnier Blog and Photography. I'm Steven. Today with a topic to discuss with all of you guys following this channel on my Facebook page, my Instagram or my Twitter. And it has to do with the increases in figurine prices that are around the corner. Alright, so price increments are nothing new. It has been going on for the past decade or two due to inflation. But the latest announcement, if you have been following online social media, regardless of whether it is Facebook or somewhere else, you would have noticed that Good Smile Company has announced an upcoming price increment on their affordable series of scale figures known as the Pop-Up Parade series. The price increment will be going from 3,900 Japanese yen up to 4,800 yen. In their announcement, Good Smile Company have claimed that the increment in material and transportation cost is responsible for the price hike. But personally, I do believe that is not the main reason. The main reason could be the depreciation of the Japanese yen, the currency, against the US dollar or other currencies. I have no idea what is the exchange rate like against other currencies in the recent months, but against my own currency, the Malaysian ringgit, it has depreciated by almost 20%, and possibly Good Smile is trying to make up for it by increasing the prices.
それ、お札を作って遊ぶ、札ルンですっておもちゃ。
But whether $7 or $8 is a lot to you is not the main point over here. The point I would like to discuss is regarding value for money. And this question popped up in my head given that in the past, when I reviewed Pop-Up Parade series figures, my first 3 or 4 reviews, they were very favorable. I was pretty impressed with what I saw. However, things have slowly gone downhill lately, which I'm not sure if it has to do with a rushed production schedule, since over in China there is a very severe total lockdown going on due to the pandemic. Earlier today, literally just a few hours ago, I visited a local figure store
僕もお気に入りの店でよく来るんだ。
in order to pick up another pop-up parade figure or two just to review them. Specifically, I was going for Saber Outer because I knew that figure won't be good. And traditionally, it is not a very good practice to try to review something just to intentionally say something bad about it. But I want you guys to know that this specific figure of Saber Outer, what you saw in the official product photos and what you got in the actual product, they are kind of different in the sense that in the official product photos, you saw metallic paint, or at least it looks metallic, but the actual product was very dull and it looked a lot more like price figures that cost half of a pop-up parade figure.
君たちが嘘ついたの、すごく悲しいな。
I ended up not buying any pop-up parade figures at all. I ended up with something different because I was so impressed by it on first sight. And this is the main topic for today. This is not a full review for this figure, but I would like to show you guys what I've just purchased earlier today. So this figure right here, a budget figure by a Chinese company called Ribose, right? Ribose is a Chinese figure company you may not have heard of because they are a relatively new company, but I myself have certainly came across their names in online websites, especially on Chinese e-commerce website Taobao. I have seen their name over there. But being a relatively unknown company, I did not pay much attention to their products until earlier today I saw this on the shelf in a figure store This figure by Ribose over here is just about $3, $5 more than a pop-up parade figure. They are very similar in price range. Yet the craftsmanship is at a whole different level. I was so impressed by it that even though I don't collect Arknights, I wasn't interested in Arknights that much. I ended up buying this over the others because I was very curious. I mean, you can just put it side by side with Korone or Okayu, and you can immediately tell the craftsmanship on this figure of Amiya by Ribose is at a different level. Similar scale, similar prices, but the details are at a different level. So it actually made me wonder, is Pop-Up Parade series of figures even worth it anymore? I may have promoted them in the past, but currently as things are the way things are at the moment, with the decline of quality of Pop-Up Parade series figures, is it even worth it anymore when you can just go for price figures and pay less? Price figures cost half as much as this Pop-Up Parade figure over here, and they are not necessarily that bad. Many of them are kind of decent, in fact, and the only downside of price figures in general is the lack of choice, the lack of selection in terms of the characters offered. For example, you can get a few dozen different Mikus, a few dozen different Ram and Ram figures, but characters that are a bit more niche, you're not going to get any price figures made. So the selection you get in terms of the anime series and the number of characters are quite low with price figures, but they offer better value than what you are seeing with pop-up parades these days.
というわけで
So what is your opinion on the increments in prices of pop-up parade figures? Will you keep buying them even after the increment? Please do let me know down in the comments below. I would like to hear you out. For me, I might continue buying a very select few characters such as Hololive characters, but probably not the others. I'm kind of undecided at this point.
ふーんどうしようかしら
Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys again soon. Goodbye.